Hello, this episode you will follow us to the island of Ven, the island in the middle of Öresund. This episode will be very special for me because I grew up here a part of my youth. After a short train ride from Malmö to Landskrona, we headed to the ferry, a crossing which takes about 30 minutes, and we will arrive to this pearl in the middle of Öresund. After the ferry crossing, we headed to my brother, who still lives on the wonderful island. We stay at the hotel area Ven Backafallsbyn during our 2 nights on the island. Nice small houses, and it's famous for the whiskey producing and other spirits. After we checked in, we headed out to my brother again and met my family, my sister, my brother, my nieces and my nephew and my father, to spend the day at the beach to enjoy the wonderful view and the sea. Unfortunately, it was a little bit windy, but still, family time is lovely. After a full day of family fun, we waved off with the rest of the family when they headed with the ferry back to Landskrona. We headed back to the hotel for some relaxation and just cool down after a long hot day in the sun. Why don't start the dinner with a nice cocktail with Ven produced spirits. After a lovely dinner, we headed down to Norreborg, the closest harbor, to enjoy the sunset and the wonderful view over Öresund. If you look really close, you can see Kronoborg Castle, where the famous Shakespeare play Hamlet is played. After a good night's sleep, we headed to the hotel for breakfast and the new adventure. After breakfast, we headed out for explore the island, to show my island where I grew up. Peter is a new tourist, and we will explore parts of the island that I haven't visited in 20 years. The path around the island is part of Skåne, which is a huge hiking trail around the Skåne area. After about 45 minutes walk, we arrived at Kyrkbacken, one of the most famous sceneries of the island. You can see the cliffs, or Backafallen as it's called, and the old church, the nice harbor, and the view over the south of Öresund with Malmö and Copenhagen far away. The view from the old church in Kyrkbacken, with a stunning view over Öresund and south down to Copenhagen and Malmö. From 1576, the famous astronomer Tycho Brahe lived on the island. You can visit the remainings at the museum. One part of the museum is the old church that has been transformed to a part of the museum with exhibitions. A lovely lunch with Ven brewed beer. We continue our walk through Kärleksstigen or Love Path, which is a wonderful area where my mother made a very nice painting. We continued our walk to the south part of the island, just to enjoy the water and the sea and the wonderful beaches, which is unfortunately a little bit stony, but it's a nice place to just relax and be yourself. We did choose to walk around the island, which is the wonderful way to visit all the sites and the surroundings. But the best way, if you don't have a couple of days, is to rent a bike. You have 1,600 bikes to rent, and its characteristic yellow bikes is all over the island. After a really long day out walking and enjoying the nature, we went to the restaurant again for a superb meal with nice beverages. Stay as we did last night. Just relax by the harbor in Norrborg and the wonderful view, and something good in the glasses to drink. What is a better way to end a perfect day on the island? Fortunately, it was quite hot in the cottage during the night, but we started out with a nice breakfast the day after, before heading to my brother and my nephew for some family time. We did choose to go down to the harbor quite early, just to enjoy the harbor and a really nice restaurant that serves tapas and really nice wine. Bäckviken is the main harbor on the island. Here is the year-round ferry service to Landskrona, and during summertime you can take the ferry from Helsingborg to Bäckviken or from Copenhagen. The weather was wonderful to just sit down and relax at Anna's restaurang and tapas in the harbor before heading with the ferry back to Landskrona. Food was really wonderful, and the view over the Öresund and Landskrona. What is the better way to finish off a weekend on the island? I have had some mixed feelings about touristing on the island I grew up on, but it has been wonderful. Just enjoy the nature, the nice restaurants and some great family time. This has been a wonderful way to staycation this year. Enjoy sun on the sun deck and the crossing over Öresund back to Sweden and Landskrona. It has been a wonderful stay on the island and we have had very nice weather. As we say, the pearl of Öresund, and it surely is. We really hope you like this video, and I will link some of the places we visit in the description below. See you!